Jiggle it again. It's not working. This button isn't working. Well, it's stuck in the air. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. Today, we are working on the mega shop. We've been working on projects all throughout the farm. We've been moving cows. We've been mowing. We've been doing so much stuff. Summertime is a really busy time of the year. But now we're gonna get inside the mega shop and we're gonna be putting the lights in the shop portion of this gigantic building. So come along today, we're gonna show you what we're doing, give you some ideas, food for thought for your next building project for your dream shop. All right?
I ain't afraid of work, I ain't afraid of play, I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life, times like this. Mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If this is your 50th time here, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out on fun stuff. So this is the mega shop. The mega shop is a 50 by 112 gigantic building. It's 24 feet tall right here at the eaves, and that's so we can have an upstairs in the finished portion. We're gonna take you around the entire shop here real quick, and we're gonna be moving all kinds of stuff out, which is why I've been putting this job off. Got a lot of cool stuff going on out here. So we just poured this pad and we poured the apron or the front porch on the shop building right here so we could work outside if we needed to. This is going to have a timber framed front porch on it. It's going to look really, really cool. So subscribe so you can watch that get built. This will have a sidewalk that goes down along the side of this, and that is the butcher shop door. So we'll have a butcher shop in here for teaching you guys how to do some butchering. Awesome stuff there. This will all be concreted, and there is an outdoor kitchen going in right here. It's a 24 by 24 outdoor kitchen. We are waiting on the concrete, guys. It's been raining like crazy here in North Carolina, and the ground's a little too soft to pour concrete. But without further ado, let's walk on into the shop building, and we'll show you what exactly we have. By the way, that was an impulse buy. It's a pretty awesome truck. This is a Select Track electric tractor, and this is my temporary sidewalk. So let's go on into the mega shop here. All right, guys, before we go any further, a big shout out to today's day sponsor, AG1. Guys, if you haven't tried AG1, you got to get on this. I recently dropped about 85 pounds here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I got behind on my nutrients. I got behind on my eating habits. I got behind on working on the farm. And guys, let me tell you, it's hard for you to get all of your essential vitamins and minerals every single day without drinking something like AG1. It helps me with stress. It helps me with mental clarity. It helps me to work on all these projects that I've got going on. I always have focus and I always have energy thanks to AG1. There'll be a link down in the video description down below. That link is drinkag1/Stoney Ridge Farmer. If you make your first purchase down there, you'll get some free stuff. Check it out for sure. You'll also get some travel packs because I travel all the time. AG1 sources the highest quality ingredients, guys. It's absolutely delicious. It's an effortless daily routine. All you do is mix 8 ounces of water and a little scoop of AG1, shake it up, and you're good to go. Thanks so much for watching the video today. Be sure you check out the link down below, drinkag1.com/Stoney Ridge Farmer. You'll get some free stuff. Seriously, try it. I'm telling you, I feel better. I look younger. I'm not telling you this because I want you to buy it. I'm telling you this because it really makes me feel good, guys. We'll see you in the next video. I got to get busy. This is where we'll be shooting a lot of the indoor content here on the Stoney Ridge Farm throughout the winter time. So we've got a 2-post lift and a 4-post lift in here. We've got some cool trucks. We've got toys, trucks, restoration projects, tools, all that stuff. And that's what this building is for. So let me describe to you what's going to go on here in this building. From this beam that way, all of this will be finished. This is the butcher shop area. I plan to put a rail system in here where we can hang meat, where we can hang a whole cow. We can bring it in. We'll have a big old butcher block in here, 3-bay sink. This is going to be Josh's science project room. Next, we have the finished portion downstairs. So this downstairs area is going to serve as the farm office. We'll have deep freezers and stuff like that in here. We'll have a wood stove. We'll have a jam room, place to play music. Then Upstairs, which you can't really get a picture of yet, there will be a huge storage area. Up here, of course, if we're gonna get hay in, we have to have sliding glass doors, and we'll have to have a wraparound deck too. So when we get ready to start finishing the barn dominium out here, we'll show you guys everything that we're doing. We do have power in this building, thank goodness now. And the first thing I did when we got power was I went and bought Miss Pac-Man. All right, so we're going to be installing lights today, and I've got the lights. They've been here for almost a year, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. They were here before the shop building was ever put up. They are awesome lights. They are LED lights, and there'll be a link down the video description for you guys. They're commercial lighting. Here is one of them right here. Look at that. Wow. So this light is 30,000 lumens. I have 16 of them to go in this dark, dark shop. Let's take you around real quick before we start putting lights up. My dad is on the way. We have a safety issue that I have to definitely work on. The safety issue is I bought a genie lift, and we'll show you the genie lift in a second, and I have not taken it all the way to the top. The genie lift goes 24 feet up, and the ceiling is 24 feet high. You got to think about that. When you put a building up this size, what on earth, how on earth do you get up there and change a light bulb? You've got to have a lift. You've got to have a genie lift of some sort or a forklift of some sort to get up there. And we picked up a genie lift. You guys are going to love this. Let's give you a tour of what's over there. So this is our solar charger, Super Base V from Zendure. And this is all of our battery gear, and this is all of our battery gear right here, and that's all of our battery gear there. This is my baby. This is a Unicorn Dodge. This is a 2000 Dodge Ram Cummins. Very, very nice truck. Got to get that out. And this is the Yodacorn Toyota pickup. Let's just walk over here and take a look at the Yodacorn. This is a 1988 Toyota SR5 four-wheel drive 22RE Toyota pickup. It has 65,000 actual miles. Very, very nice truck. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start raising up doors. I got some chicken feed here for my chickens. I think this is where we're going to test the genie lift. So over here, the Massey's down. So the Massey Ferguson 240 is down. It will not start. It's got a won't start issue. And never trust a Massey Ferguson that doesn't leak. This thing's leaking on my new floor. What a bummer. Let's go ahead and we'll get this door opened up. So this is a table that's going to go in the outdoor kitchen right here. I've been stockpiling all this stuff so that I'll have it when it comes time to do the job. This is an awesome Wolf Ridge log splitter. I hear Dad pulling up right now. That's a catalytic converter because I got my catalytic converter stolen. This is a Ford Raptor right here. Dad's pulling up. Got the Kubota RTV, and these are the freezers that are going to house our fresh beef. Now, I've got some grain in here. This grain we'll be using a grain mill. We'll be grinding up this grain and making our own chicken feed soon. 52 Willis Jeep, four-wheeler, zero turn, 68 Bronco, and the John Deere 5065, and Red Yoda, and another four-wheeler. I got problems. I got truck problems. I got too many trucks. But can you have too many trucks? I don't know. Let's get the genie lift, and Dad just pulled up, so we're gonna test it out. Guys, this is Dad. Grandpa Stoney Ridge. Grandpa Stoney Ridge, Daddy Stoney Ridge, not Grandpa yet.
Here we go.
But I'm working on it. He's my safety backup right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get the genie lift out. You guys are gonna like this. It was only 500 bucks, which it cost 14,000 bucks new. So fingers crossed that it works. Let's show you the $500 genie lift. This is a $500 genie lift. So genie, right there, we got an up button, down button, safety button right there. Okay, that should really be engaged. We've got 120 outlet right here in case we need it. It looks like we've got a mount for something other right there. I have no idea. So this bucket is fiberglass. This is an aluminum frame right here. We are not doing electrical work on the Genie lift today. We're only installing lights. Now, the Genie lift goes up 24 feet, and in order to raise it up that high, we have to put these outriggers on. So this outrigger basically slides right into that slot, just like so, all the way in to right there. Then we crank our cranks out. And that needs a little lubrication right there. So let's go ahead and we'll start working on getting all the outriggers on here, and we're gonna raise it up to the center, in the center of the building, with Dad's safe hands watching. If I start falling, what's he gonna do? He'll just be here to call 911 when they try to pluck me out of this thing. Guys, this is called Rock and Roll Lube. If you've never used it, it's awesome stuff. I'll post a link to it in the video description. Basically, we're just gonna drizzle a little rock and roll on here, and we're gonna drizzle it on down that way too. And then we're gonna crank this guy down. All right, number one done. We got 3 more. So, thought process here. We're gonna put a level on this and make sure that it's level so that it doesn't get so tipsy, because you gotta think, when we're off kilter on the ground here, when we get up high, it's really gonna be off kilter. So we're gonna crank it until it's level. You wanna watch that bubble, Dad?
That's good.
Okay. Good. All right, super easy to level. Now I'd say just leave it in there, because I'm gonna have to move it around. The only reason the floor is not level because there's floor drains in 3 of the bays. Here goes nothing. Seems pretty sturdy. Man, it seems like these ought to be out that way a little bit more, but I don't know. Yeah, I do. It does. We put them in the wrong spot. Can learn a lot from a dummy. Here's what we did wrong. This outrigger is set in there. It needs to be set in there. There. Like I said, you can learn a lot from a dummy. Up, up, and away. Whew. Deep breath. Pretty steady. If it's gonna break, I want it to break here. Pretty good. This is high enough to break your neck. It's a pucker. That's a pucker factor right there. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I don't like it. At all. Let's see how she goes down. Get used to it, yeah. Yeah. Like Dad was saying, that is a pucker factor of 14 right there. I'm gonna have to go up and down a few times just to get my mind wrapped around being up that high. When you work on roofs and stuff like that and you're used to being up high, it's no big deal. So we're gonna do it one more time here. All the way to the roof. All the way. That's what makes me a little nervous is flops in there a little bit, but I just want to make sure.
Gripping onto that bucket mighty tight.
Yeah.
White knuckle, that bucket.
Uh-huh. There are some white knuckles up here. Uh-oh. Will you shake the electrical wire that runs up here? This one. It runs up. Well, it's stuck in the air.
Is there a battery in here?
It's a battery in it, yeah. In that box. Whew. Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it on all the way up and get my camera. Biggest fear, guys, the biggest fear was legitimate. I got stuck up in the air. If Dad wouldn't have been here, I would not have made it back down to the ground. You had to jiggle a wire down there. Jiggle it again. It's not working. This button isn't working.
It's hot.
Okay. Dad said the wire's hot.
It ain't working now?
Uh-uh. It'll go up, but it won't go down. Might need to wait a second and let it cool off. I don't know. This will get me used to being up here. There it goes. What was that?
Bring it on down, then we'll worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. My hat. Look at the red sweat ring. It's not hot in here. That was spooky, man. You won't go up?
No, I got a bed back.
Yeah. That's spooky, guys. All right. Well, Dad did his job here. Genie lift is safe. We'll see you in the morning when we start hanging lights. We're going to let the building air out a little bit, cool off. It's a little warmer up there, but it's not quite that warm. Whew. That was a pucker factor 14 all day. Woo! So, the question is posed here, and I've had to put my thinking cap on. That's why I took my cap off. How on earth do you take a 30,000 lumen LED light like this, and this is how they're hung. I'm going to show you all that stuff here in a second. But how do you position these throughout your shop building in the appropriate manner so that you have even light throughout the shop? This again is a 30,000 lumen light. It's going to be all the way up at the ceiling. I'll show you guys exactly how I hang them here in a second. So I had to do a bit of head scratching. I've got to unbox and unpackage everything so that I can go back to my table here and I can work off of it. Let me show you the map that I came up with, and a lot of head scratching and a lot of measuring had to go into play here. I actually cut a piece of cardboard to match the size of the shop building here, and we're going to install these lights off of this cool map that I just drew up here. I told you I've been doing some figuring. This piece of cardboard is to scale for the shop. There are 1, 2, 3 28-foot bays lined up here. 1, 2, 3 28-foot bays. The first row of lights will be 1, 2, 3 lights, and they will be 10 feet off of this wall right here, which will position us almost dead center of this garage door bay. Okay, there's a lot of thought going into this. We're going to be 12 feet off of the sidewall here, so that wall there. And the way we determine that is the purlins are 6 feet apart. So we're going to go on the second purlin. If we look straight up, that is the second purlin, okay? Now, we look back down here at our map, we're going to be approximately 15 feet to the next light. 15 feet to the next light, 15 feet to the next light, 15 feet to the next light. I have a total of 16 lights. This sets me up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3, which is a total of 15 lights. In case we have a malfunction, I'll have enough lights. These will be virtually centered over the middle bay, and these will kind of be slightly offset off of the middle bay. Now, you have to think about this from a future standpoint. I plan on having a fan here, a fan in the center here and a fan in the center right here to keep air circulating up here in the hot part of the shop, so we can cut down on our air conditioning bill. So that is the map, and that is what we're gonna go off of, and that is the lift. And those boxes I have to undo and get everything prepared. Let me show you how I'm gonna hang these real quick, and we'll start unboxing and chucking stuff in the back of the Toyota. Now we've got a hook on each light. Each light will be clipped on via this carabiner, and this carabiner is not weight bearing really. It's not for climbing is what it says, but it'll hold this light. This light probably weighs around 8 pounds, something like that. 6 to 8 pounds, maybe 9, I don't know. This will go up through the purlin, like I said, and then after that goes up through the purlin, there is another safety clamp that's right here. We're gonna get rid of the safety clamp, and we're actually gonna take this little loop and we're gonna lay it right over top, and then we'll snug down our nylon locking washer, and we should totally be secure, hanging, snug as a bug in a rug. So that's what it's gonna be, and it'll be self-leveling. These actually have a plug in them, so what we're gonna do when we run the power for them is we're gonna put outlets up in the top of the building right there, and these have 6-foot cords on them, so there'll be an outlet, an outlet, an outlet, an outlet all the way through. So there's gonna be a total of 15 outlets up there, which kind of seems silly, but that's what it takes to wire this up. So let's go ahead, without further ado, get the Genie lift up and slap the first one up in the air after I unbox all of these lights. Whew. Don't let me down, Genie lift. So I put a eye bolt right here on the Genie lift so to make it real easy for me to hook up my lights and not have to carry them up and have them all in the way and cumbersome. So we'll just hook that light right there and we'll go right on up with it. I also just ran out and I bought this. This is a Cobalt 55-foot laser measuring device. Okay, you'll see the little laser right there. So this little laser measuring device, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Will tell me the distance between the wall or the beam and where I need to put my mark. So I just set it down wherever I want it, and you guys will see it up here, and then I mark my beam. I need to know where to put these holes in here, and I also needed to measure the width of that beam right there. So it's 3 inches from the inside of the beam. So when we get up here, we're gonna go 10 foot, 3 inches. Let's get on up. We'll see how she does. I'm still a little bit nervous, and I've got a neighbor on call in case it doesn't go back down. I don't want to get stranded up there in the crow's nest. I forgot to mention this, guys. I got my safety glasses on, Safety Sam. I don't want you fussing at me. I also have a Bosch laser right here, a laser that goes straight up to a dot that's on the ceiling up there, and you'll see that here in just a second. So we're double lasering this right here. We want to make sure we're putting our light in the correct place, and I also want to make sure that I'm centered with my Genie lift where I need to be up top. If not, then I got to come all the way down, pull all the outriggers, and go through that whole rigmarole again. I don't want to do that. Up we go. Ooh, a little faster today. We go down? Yes, good. Ooh, still a little pucker. Just a tiny little pucker there. Oh. All right. That's our mark at 10. There we go. Oh. Cable, safety cable up, nylon locking nut up, there we go. There it is. Hook, safety chain. Bam, good to go. Number 1 is done, and it is hot up here. I am going to be soaking wet when I get done. So let's head on back down, see if our button works. Yeah, baby. Whew. I was a little bit worried I was gonna get stranded. There's the light. On to the next one. Bam! Guys, that's just one of the lights. We don't have all the lights hooked up yet. Again, I don't have my electrical setup done, but you can see that dude is bright, bright, bright. So 30,000 lumens for each one of these lights. We've got 3 in this bay, 6 in that bay, and 6 more to go right here. I've got to move all this equipment out of here. The Genie lift did great. It did fine. It hasn't left me stranded, which is perfect, guys. So the lights are awesome. I will post a link down in the video description to the lights and all the tools that I used in today's video. That little laser measuring tool was absolutely instrumental in getting this job done. There's no way I could be up there running a measuring tape. That would have been a big time pain. But soon we'll have an electrician come in here. We'll get it all wired up. We'll get the fans in. Hopefully we're looking for those big A fans. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll keep air moving in here. These lights are only rated for 113 degrees. So if it gets super hot in here in the summer, which I've never seen it get that hot in here, then we'll have to scratch our heads just a little bit. These lights will light up the shop so we can get our work done. There are also these lights that I have that are inflatable, and these lights will be supplemental light. There's a little one right there for when we shoot some videos for you guys this winter. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me. We've got projects, the Bronco project coming soon, the Willis Jeep project, and the stinking Massey Ferguson's broke down. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back. At the end of this video, there'll be links to other videos. See ya. Woo!
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Really is good. Does it look as high as it feels?
Gripping on that bucket mighty tight.
Yeah.
White knuckle, that bucket.
Uh-huh. There are some white knuckles up here. That's it. Boy, I should have brought a daggone light up here. Why in the world? I'm gonna watch The Lion King tonight. I want meters. I'm in America. Everybody, let's get to work. Woo!